In the entertainment industry, African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Bisunet Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Well, life to you may be different from life to me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is ESHMAN. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. ESHMAN will be waiting for you.
Hey guys, my name is Shino Ayo Oyinlola, and I'm trying to let you know that ABN TV do live stream events. Do you have any event coming up? Do you want somebody to do that for you? Live stream your event either to your own portal or to ABN TV Direct. Call on us now, 346-426-5650, 346-426-5650. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Beneficial to everyone that is listening. I want to encourage you, particularly for tonight's program, get your partner to sit beside you. We got a lot to talk about. All right, my aim is to be sure or to ensure that we reduce as much as possible the issue of domestic violence in the society. Now, domestic violence may never be totally eradicated, but the more we reduce it, the better. Usually, the breaking news is when someone has killed someone in the name of love, and everybody wants to talk about it. But there are things that happen before that climax, before the eventual story. All those things that happen that will lead to people killing themselves, maiming themselves, hurting themselves, are the things I love to talk about. Because if you can have some of them changed, then we can have families living happily beyond what they thought or what they imagined. It is true that our society is filled with a lot of things, a lot of gory stories, but you and I can reduce it as much as possible. And this is why I will encourage you not to keep silent. All right, let's do our best to contribute. Some things you would say would actually go a long way in helping a family. And this is why I want to talk to my silent watchers. Thank you. I know I have a lot of silent watchers. A lot of them get in touch with me after the shows. I really do appreciate you. But it's time for you to come out of your shell and let's contribute. Not because of me, not because of my program, but because your contribution could be helping someone. I have some people that are my ardent watchers, but you will never hear them call. Miss Ologbenla, for instance, Miss Sholanke, for instance, and the rest of you. I do appreciate you. But let's come on board and start calling. All right, it will help. I want to also really thank those of you that call me from time to time. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much for making this program what it is. Of course, we're getting there. We're growing, and it's reaching far and wide. Please don't stop. Please, if you're listening to me, I've missed you. I needed to start calling again. And all those of you, Miss Felicia, Miriam, the other Miriam that called yesterday, Miss Thomas, Miss R, Mr. Julius, or a lot of other people that keep calling. Thank you so very much. CC, I need to hear from you again. All of you that call once in a while, please let's make it frequent. The whole idea is that your contribution could be helping a family. Welcome again. This is Shine Life Matters with ESHMAN, brought to you by BSA Procurement and Logistics. Did I tell you? Yes, I told you yesterday, but let me remind you again. There is a container that is going off to Nigeria starting from Monday, loaded by BSA. You have till this weekend. You have, again, and I will repeat that, till this weekend to bring in your goods, whatever you're sending to Nigeria. Take it to BSA Procurement and Logistics. You have till this weekend so that your goods can go with that container on Monday. Hey, it's Christmas period. You do not need to delay the things that you want to send. Quickly get in touch with BSA Procurement and Logistics, and they will move your goods to you by Monday. They will move it for you, I beg your pardon, by Monday. You can reach them on 832-61-8984, or you can also reach them on 281-741-4829. They will be waiting to hear from you. Remember, you have till this weekend to turn in all the things that you want to send to Nigeria. The container will be leaving on Monday. Hey, tell them ESHMAN sent you, and you will surely get some very good discounts. All right, they can be relied on, and I can assure you, put your mind at rest. This is Shine Life Matters with ESHMAN, and when we come back from break, we will surely hit the ground running. Today, we will try and buy back the sex toys. Guys, the ladies complained a lot. They complained a lot. But our contribution, our talks tonight, is to see what we can do to get better, to get to where we were, and technically buy back the sex toys. This is Shine Life Matters with ESHMAN. I will see you at the other side of the divide.
BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA Office, 12455 Westpac Drive, Suite H15, Houston, Texas, 77082. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist.
Need to get somewhere fast and at a reasonable price? You need Tigo. You can be confident your driver will be courteous and professional. Tigo is super budget-friendly, even for students and low-income workers. Tigo is convenient. Book your ride, pay, and tip your driver all in the app. Tigo, the ride-sharing company with a difference. Download the Tigo app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
Are you in Houston area and you need luxury style space, beautiful and elegant? Chairs, tables, furnitures, Asian design, high stage for celebrants, large free garage parking for guests. Wets Block Event Hall is all you need. Weddings, receptions, conference, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, rehearsal dinners, corporate meetings, trade shows, fashion shows, album or book launches. We can design and decorate any special event. Free appointment for a free quote. Check us out, 7636 Allen Drive, Suite A115, Houston, Texas, 77036, or 5711 Ecroft Avenue, Suite A1A, Houston, Texas, 77036. Telephone 832-351-0993, 713-969-0362. westblog@gmail.com or at www.westblog.com. Planning, decorations, and distinctions in stock. Think West Blog for your next luxury event hall. Organization of Youths and International Trade and Commerce, OYITC, October 2022 International Trade Show in Houston, Texas, USA. Theme: Crossing International Frontiers Through Non-Oil Export Trade. Dates: 13th to 15th October 2022. Time: 10 a.m. Venue: Marriott Hotel, West Chase, 2900 Rear Park Drive, off Westheimer Road, Houston, Texas, 77042. Focus: Established brand from Africa. Trade exhibition, SME workshop, technical presentation, handshake across strata. Registration $100 for 3 days for individual vendors. Free to come in and watch the shows with live performance from different popular artists. Don't be left out. OYITC October 2022 International Trade Show in Houston, Texas. It's going to be a banger. For more information, call Chinedu on 346-529-5636. Sunny on 713-922-2968 or Njidika on 718-219-4957. Email us at oyitc2020@gmail.com or at www.oyitc.com. For registration, sale Chinedu on 346-529-5236. Proudly supported by Nigerian Television Authority, NTA TV, Afro Agri, Ministry of Oil Trade and Investment, OYITC. Be part of this.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN, and I really appreciate the fact that you're there. Before I go on tonight, may I quickly say this. Tonight, if you have any kid watching, please send them to bed. We have some frank talk tonight, and we need to talk to ourselves. My aim is to make sure there's happiness in every home as much as possible. And I'm sure you'll agree with me. And so tonight, this show is strictly for above 18. If you have anyone under that, get them to do some other things. I need you to sit, relax, and above all, when it's time to call in, please do call in so that we can share experiences together. Where do I start tonight? After my show yesterday, I had a lot of comments, a lot of people calling, but most of the people that called had the same thing to say, particularly the ladies. In summary, what they were saying, it's like the man is too selfish when it comes to sexual matters. That the man, all he wants to do is to satisfy himself and go his way. Now, that is what will lead us to address some things tonight. I will do my best not to code words, to code them exactly the way it is. Again, this is just to promote happiness in every home. That's the intention, all right? We just want as much as possible to reduce ugly cases, ugly scenarios. Now, love is meant to be enjoyed by everybody involved. And I would always say, do everything to make sure your relationship works. If you have to spend money, spend money. If you have to beg, beg. If you have to call other people to step in, call them to step in. Make sure it works. However, if the way is too tough for both of you to continue to work together, instead of killing yourselves, go separate ways. Tonight, we will emphasize on the things that can make the marriage work better. And so the complaint as of yesterday was that a lot of ladies were buying sex toys and they did not see any need not to buy more. They actually made up their mind. I remember the Miriam called, the other Miriam that called, that look, there's so much of breakfast. In other words, she was saying it's so easy to just break up. You know, people meet and they break up as soon as they have met. Now, this shouldn't continue. We must find a way to have sustained relationship. Guys that are listening to me, the ladies are complaining bitterly, and it now looks like the guys don't know what to do. Oh, of course they know what to do, but they're just in a hurry to get that. Very, very soon I'm going to be opening the phone lines. It's not going to be my show, it's our show. And when you call, please give your contributions, your comments, because others are listening. Now, my aim tonight is to address how we can buy back the sex toys. There's too many sex toys, around. And the ladies are saying, yeah, we're even still going to buy more. But we can do some things about it. And guys, listen, all right, we're going to address you seriously tonight. Then we go further from there. Yes, there's a problem already. The problem is that in 2020, over $30 billion was used to buy sex toys. Majority of those were bought by the ladies. And so the guys feel that, yes, some other things are beginning to take their position. And so tonight, our aim is to see how we can get back to that position. And where do we start from? Guys, you first and foremost need to appreciate the lady that you have. Now, she has some things in the body, on her body, exclusively for you alone. And you must know how to appreciate those things on her body. Because it's only when you have appreciated those things on her body that it will be easy for her to seriously say, I am enjoying it. A lot of ladies, a lot of wives are complaining that they are not enjoying intimacy with their husbands. We all need to do something about it so that they can enjoy it. Let's first and foremost rule out medical issues. If you've got medical issues, please work on it, address it. Let's now come back to the norm. The reality of the matter is that the proper sex, the actual sex, is only most of the time designed to satisfy the man, while the foreplay is designed to satisfy the lady. I'm sure you will agree with me. Majority of ladies, from survey, from examples, from what we've read, what we've heard, majority of ladies actually don't ejaculate during sex. The ejaculation is something outside sex. And so you as a man, and you need to be with your woman, your aim is not actually to go for the sex. There must be serious play. There must be what we call the foreplay. You must set the mood. How do you do this? Let's go. Number one, you can create the proper environment. Ladies are moved by what they hear. What do you say to your woman? How do you appreciate even the dress that she's wearing? Do you notice that at night when you're about to sleep and your wife is wearing this killer bomb shorts, she's not wearing that bomb short for herself. She's not wearing that bomb short because she wants to snap and she wants to take a selfie. She's wearing it for you. And she's waiting for you to say something about it. You can actually crack a simple joke and say, I know you're wearing this because of me. That says some things to our brain, to our head. You must create the environment. If the environment is not created, it will look like you just want to desire. You just want to achieve your desire rather. They are really moved by what they hear. Now, if your wife is naked before you, Again, this is adult talk tonight. If your wife is naked before you, these are a pair of breasts that you have seen over many times. You still need to make some comments about it. Yes, let her know that you are getting a bit turned on because you're looking at those breasts. Those words will really encourage her. Particularly if you, again, I'm warning you, this is top rated program tonight, 18 plus. So we must make sure that kids are not around. Very soon I'm going to be opening up the phone line. And adults, when you call, please talk like adults. We just want homes to be happy. That's the whole aim of it. Now, you are looking at those breasts. You can describe her nipples to her. All these are the things that will gradually turn her on. And when it is time to play, let me quickly warn you, and this is about the only thing I will say before I go into the phone, then we'll talk further. May I quickly warn you, those breasts are not balloons. Those breasts are not pack of chips. So take it easy in the way you squeeze them. When you squeeze them too much, they hurt, and that could turn her off. The breast is designed for you to stroke, gently stroking them, almost as lightly as using a feather. You understand? As lightly as using a feather to touch. Why? Because these are the things that will send signals to her brain. If you squeeze too much and there is pain, that will knock off that sexual desire. I have a lot to say tonight, but it's not my program. It is your program. So I will go straight. Open up the phone lines, then we can talk further. 346-426-5650. 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. We're talking tonight adult to adult. Don't forget, the aim is to bring happiness to homes, all right? And we are trying to see what guys can do to win over the battle. The sex toys are winning right now, but the guys need to win over the battle. So the phone lines are open, and we'll encourage you tonight to call. Let's talk, and please, let's begin to call in quickly so that we can have enough time for our discussions. The phone line is open now, and please feel free to call. If you want to talk, you may decide to remain anonymous. It's fine, all right? You may want to give us your own example, your own story. It's fine. We're all in it together tonight. So the phone lines are open now, and yes, I know people are sending text messages. It is fine. It is fine, but please, I do want us to rather call. I may not be able to read all those messages word for word. I would want us to call 346-426-5650, 336-456-3800. So I was talking about how to handle. Now the breast is not, it's not a punching bag. It's not something you grab aggressively. It's a very delicate part of the body. It's a very sensitive part of the body. It is sacred part of the body. You have to respect it. I know this person is your wife. You've been together for many years, but you have to handle it with care. It's only when you handle it with care that, all these things will send some signals to her brain, and it will be easy for her to respond. Now, while you're stroking, remember, there are 2 dots, one on each side of the breast. And may I tell you, one is more sensitive than the other. Most parts that we have are divided into 2. You have your right and your left hand. Now, some people are very good at their left, some are very good at their right. Footballers will tell you, some are very good with their right leg, some are better with their left legs. You must find out from your woman. Do you know, even when you chew, your right jaw and the left side of the jaw, they work differently. One works more than the other. You must find out from your woman which of those 2 things, which of them is actually the most sensitive one. If you look at them very well, one is actually bigger than the other. It's designed by nature that way, all right? And so one of them is more sensitive than the other. So when you find out the one that is most sensitive, dwell on it. That's where you need to dwell on. Gently stroking, and watch her use your own hands to grab. That is when you begin to grab. We need to buy back the sex toys. There's too many sex toys in the hands of the women. They are buying those things because some things are lacking. The care, the soft touch, the sense you're feeling, the way and the manner it should be done. All those things are missing. And for us to get back those sex toys, all those things need to be brought back into play. There is no end to foreplay. It all depends on you and your woman. All right? You must find a way to know what she wants. Some people, the sensitive part is on the feet. Look, as we have about 7 billion people on earth, no two people are the same. No, what works for this may not be what will work for this. What you shouldn't do as a man, what you shouldn't do, again, I would say that your aim shouldn't be to just sleep with her and leave her alone. That will come. Eventually it will come. But first and foremost, the foreplay should not be taken lightly. It is extremely, extremely important. Do not, like I said last night, do not just go for the kill. It is step by step. The undressing has its own style. Don't be too aggressive in everything. All right? You must take it easy and very gentle. Why? Because the lady's body is extremely delicate. Now, how do you show love? By this. Ask those that pay for sex. There is no intimacy. There is nothing connecting both parties together. And that shouldn't be the case between you and your partner. All right? When there is love, there is no part of your lady's body that is no-go area. All right? Every part of her body, you should be able to go there. Go there. Again, like I said yesterday, there are 3 tools. All right? Tonight, I will mention the 3rd one. But go to all those areas with your finger, with your tongue. There is nothing wrong in that. You guys are married anyway. You guys are together anyway. You're not supposed to be ashamed of yourselves anyway. So if you have your wife as a man and all you're just doing is using only the 3rd tool, which is your most masculine area, which is the 3rd leg, that is the instrument that shouldn't be the only thing that you will use. When that's the only thing that you are using, you're not helping her. You're going to bruise her. Now, let me tell you this. Everybody knows, but we are all always shy to talk about it. Every lady gets to that point of wetness. If you penetrate a lady when she's not wet, she may not tell you, but she's hurting real bad. As a matter of fact, she could bruise. She may not tell you. She could pretend. She could fake it. In fact, she will quickly fake the orgasm so that you can just be done and go. Never, I will repeat, never penetrate a lady that is not wet. It is not your 3rd leg that will make her wet. There are some other things that you can do to make her wet. I have talked about what you say. The soft touch. Touch her from head till you get down there. She will lead you on. Let her do the leading. But you are just, all you're doing is just to start it. Do not attempt to penetrate a lady that is not ready for you. That is equal to rape. Raping a lady is about the most wicked thing you can do to her. And even married couples actually do that to themselves because they are not prepared, they are not ready. You need to prepare the person that you are with. Now, you may want to ask me, where will you be? Again, the phone lines are open. I know you're enjoying what I'm saying, all right? But then it's not about me. I need if I feel like keeping quiet so that he can just talk, because I have 1,000,001 things to tell you. But I want all of us to contribute tonight, all right? 346-426-5650. 336-456-3800. Ladies, what do you think the men can do to get back your attention? What can they do so that you can drop the sex toys? What can they do so that you can actually enjoy intimacy and sex with your partners? What are you expecting them to do? Please call in tonight and let's share our ideas together. Don't forget, our aim is actually to fix homes, bring happiness to homes, bring closeness to homes. And if you have an idea, please do not for any reason keep quiet on your idea. There could be a family, there could be someone that all they need to hear will be what you have to say. So if you're out there, ladies, I'm asking you, what do you think the men can do to buy back that trust? What can they do to get back to that position? I am still going to be describing them, but I just don't want to get carried away by the sweet things that I'm talking about. I am created with sweet tongue, yeah. And so I can talk for hours non-stop and I will not have to repeat myself. But this is not about me. It's about us. So we're still on the side of the burst. You need to find out the one that is more sensitive. Now, when you have found that out, there is a dot on it. Biology calls it nipples. That is a magical area. When you touch that nipple very well, you see some dots growing, encircling it. That is to tell you that yes, she's there. The same way you have erection, the nipples also have erection. And when you see that the nipple is erecting, it's a sign that she's flowing. Keep working on it, keep trying. If there is no erection around the nipple area, you haven't quite done the job well. All right, so you need to find a way to encircle it. Now, there are so many tools that you can use as a man, but you don't have to buy any sex toy. If you want, sex toy is allowed between couples. That's okay. But there's so many things that you can use. If you do not know how to use your tongue, I'm going to tell you. If you do not know how to use your tongue on those things called the nipples, you are free to rub a bar of chocolate on it. Yes, you're free to rub candy on it if you so desire, just to flavor it up. Can I beg you, when you're doing that, you do those with your eyes closed. Yes, because she's watching. And she knows if you're enjoying it or not. If your eyes are opened, that may give you away. You may not be able to prove to her that you're enjoying it. When a lady finds out that you are not enjoying what you're doing to her, that will turn her off. So your best bet, close your eyes. Don't look at her. She would occasionally look at you just to check if you're enjoying. Now, you must enjoy. Again, feel free to rub the chocolate or the candy. And I'm talking to couples here. And I'm saying it because I want you to have a happy family. Again, make sure you do everything to make it work, and hopefully everything works out for you. So you can rub the candy on it or the chocolate or whatever you have, all right, and that will make you to enjoy it the more, because it's now flavored, just like you have flavored water. Some of us find it hard to drink ordinary water. We'll try to flavor it up with lemon, and that makes it better. It gives it better taste. And so when you flavor up your wife's breast, remember when Miss Felicia called, she actually quoted from the Bible that let your wife's breast satisfy you. Yes, it is very right. Those breasts can satisfy you. Flavor it up. If you have to use, just don't use anything that will hurt her, okay? You can use as simple as the candies that you have. Rub it on it. She'll be glad. But if you have honey at home, oh boy, that is magical. All right? Rub the honey. And when you're using your mouth, it will make it to go deeper in such a way that she's likely to grab your head and saying in her mind, don't just stop now, don't just stop now. By the time you feel her hands upon your head, that's a sign that she's fully in. And so keep doing that. Hey, I keep forgetting. I'm enjoying myself. Don't leave me to myself. 346-426-5650. I need us to call in because somebody needs to hear what we got to say. 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. I don't intend to give you lectures tonight. I intend for us to have a discussion, adult discussions, so that again the aim, and I keep emphasizing the aim to those of you that want to check, the aim is to bring happiness and closeness into homes and among couples, so that everybody can enjoy themselves and they can be as happy as they desired to be. Now, you're still on the upper region and you're doing everything. You're not worshiping this lady, but if you have to go on your knees sometimes to do some things, you are allowed. All right? Learn to play very well with that top area. And don't stop until she's now the one grabbing your head and making you to come closer. Now, another place that your tongue can work wonders is where you call the middle of the belly button. Just now, belly button is extremely delicate, so don't press on it. No, in fact, I would encourage you not to use your finger on that area at all because it's delicate. The belly button is there for you to only use your tongue. Now, you are talking about your wife here, so nothing should irritate you. Okay, you're not talking about a stranger. I'm not teaching you on what to do to a stranger. I'm teaching you what to do to your wife so that you can have a home that you are happy. By the time you are done with her, again, I'm having a lot of text messages. It's not by text messages. All right, maybe if I come out from break, I could read one or two of them. I need us to call. All right, I want us to call and talk. Somebody may want to hear what we got to say. Now, we're talking about your wife here. There's nothing about her that should irritate you. The belly button is very sensitive but very delicate. So I am not going to encourage you to use your finger on that at all. You are only allowed to use your tongue on the belly button. You try it tonight. All of you men listening to me. All right, we have a call and let's take that call. Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
Motolani from Richmond.
Tolani from Richmond. Can you please speak up a little more? Yes.
Motolani from Richmond.
Yes, Motolani. Have you been enjoying the program?
I have. I've been hearing all your spices and flavor.
All right. Tell me what.
It all sounds good, but the issue is because of trust.
Yes.
And because of most of these guys don't stay with their partners. They're always out there. That's why you see many women with sex toys and all that. There was a time I had a friend that she's here in America, but she was single then, and I think a man was trying to date her or something, and she was like, okay, I think the guy was trying to just play around with her, and she was like, no.
Okay.
Nonsense, so I was like,
what does that mean, by the way?
Right?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Like, I have a dick in the house, so
okay.
Why
Okay.
will any man start misbehaving or think he can deceive me and run away? You know, that kind of a thing.
Yes.
So I was like, what do you mean by that? I said, I have sex toy in the house, so
wow.
Why do I need a man?
Okay.
I said, but it's quite different. And that's the reason why you see so many women buying it, so many married women, because their husband don't do the right thing.
Yes.
And couple with with the fact that we are too busy here in America.
Yes.
Everybody is out there looking for money and all that.
Yes.
Forgetting the fact that they have somebody in the house who
Yes.
is not a thief. Everybody has feelings.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Maybe the time the woman is at home and she feels like having the thing, the husband is out there looking for money.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm enjoying what you're saying.
Apart from the fact that men play around and all that, they still go out there to look for money.
Okay. Now, I'm going to address that, but what do you think the man can do to buy back the toys? You know, for a lady to brag that, look, I got my own at home, which I bought. That's an insult on the man, don't you think?
Of course it is.
So what can the man do to get back her trust?
The main thing is to stay at home, not staying at home. I'm not saying you can't go look for money, but every woman needs attention.
Yes. Okay.
We need attention. Give us that attention.
Okay.
That we need. Create time with your wife at home.
Okay. Now,
Give that time. That time alone is a lot.
Okay. Now, what do you think about what I said? This is my final question for you, man. What do you think about what I said about spicing it up? All those, things. Do you, as a lady,
Yeah.
do those things work for you?
It does, because even if it's just once in 3 months,
yes.
you have it in your head, and that alone will turn you off all those sex toys.
Exactly. We can do better than the sex toys. So
by the time you remember the way you reminisce what your husband did to you, the way everything was spiced up and ginger and everything, you don't want to do that. Like just a dummy.
Exactly. The dummy can't go and look for chocolate and rub it on, right?
No.
I really love your contribution. I will when I come back from break, I will surely address one main point that you have raised, which is being available. All right. Thank you so very much for calling. Please do call back once and again. Thank you very much and have a good night.
Thank you. So bye-bye.
Yes. Yes, that's a very wonderful contribution. All right, guys, a lot of people. We have another caller. Let me quickly pick it before we go on break. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
This Shining Life Matters with ESHMAN.
Yeah, this is Mrs. Felicia.
Hey, Mrs. Felicia. Good evening.
Yes.
So good to talk to you again.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mrs. Felicia. What do you think about what we'll be talking about all day today?
I just joined.
Oh, you just joined. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You've missed. But I'll quickly give you the summary and I would ask you. I just want the guys to take over from the sex toys. We agreed. You remember the first time we talked about it, you called in. We agreed that there's a problem. Ladies are buying sex toys. So the question is, what can the guys do to win? Now, there's a competition between sex toys and the men. Briefly, ma'am, what can the men do to win back their wives from sex
Do
toys?
the needful now.
What is the needful, ma'am?
Create time now.
Yes,
Time with some women.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to create time.
They must create time.
Money is not everything.
Okay.
Though money is essential.
Okay.
But it's not everything.
Okay.
By the time you get the whole money now, you still come back. You money at the end of the day, when you get the whole money you are looking, though you can't get enough.
Yes.
But when you are satisfied and you get the money you wanted, anyways.
Yes.
You are still coming back home.
Yes.
You can't spend it alone.
That's true.
You have to spend it with
somebody. I agree with you.
And money will finish.
Money will finish.
Somebody will still be there for you. There are many things money cannot and will not buy.
That's true.
Money cannot buy affection. It can't buy love.
Yes, I agree with you. Mrs. Felicia, I'm going to ask you a very matured question because we talked pretty much about it. And I want people that send all the kids to bed because tonight's discussion is for couples only. Are you ready, ma?
Yeah.
How do you think the man should handle the breast of his wife so that the wife won't look for anything outside? How do you think a man should handle the breast of the wife? Please.
It's nothing to do with the breast than fondling it.
Okay. Now.
Fondling it, sucking it, that is it.
Aha. One of the things I said was that the man should learn to rub chocolate on it, or candy, or honey. Do you think that will work? Just to make it more interesting.
I've never practiced that. Maybe I'm an old school.
You're getting my engineer to laugh loud at the studio.
Exactly. Maybe I'm an old school. I know the traditional way. That's the only one I know.
I do appreciate it tonight. All right.
Course,
I'll go on a quick break and I will get back.
Sure.
Thank you very much. This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. When we come back from break, we'll continue. I'll see you at the other side of the divide.
Àánú Olúwa African Store níbi tí a ti ń ta oúnjẹ Áfíríkà lónìkan òjọ̀kan, iṣu, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, èlùbọ́, gààrí tọ́kan tó wọ̀nyí, ẹja tútù, ẹja gbígbẹ, pọ̀nmọ́, panla, ẹ̀fọ́ lóríṣiríṣi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la ní àwọn ohun èròjà inú ọbẹ̀ tiwantiwa tó pójú owó, epo pupa, tìmáàtì, atarodo, sọ̀m̀bọ̀, tàǹtàṣé, irú, ògìrì, àwọn ìrẹsì tiwantiwa. Bó ń fẹ́ ọ̀fadà, ó rí níbẹ̀. Àánú Olúwa African Store wọ́n ń bá ní ṣe oúnjẹ tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ṣíṣe. Oúnjẹ wọn dùn ó pójú owó. Wọ́n ń ṣe home delivery fún ẹni tí ó bá lè wá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ń fẹ́ ra àwọn ohun èlò ẹwà ara tàbí ohun èlò ẹwà orí obìnrin, báàgì léwọ́, weave-on, jewelry, bàtà, aṣọ Áfíríkà. Wọ́n ń ṣe ẹwà irun orí fún àwọn obìnrin. Gbogbo ohun èròjà tí ẹbí rẹ nílò ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀. Bó jẹ́ tọkùnrin, bó jẹ́ tobìnrin, àti tàwọn èwe pẹ̀lú. Àánú Olúwa African Store wà ní number 4917 Highway 36 South Suite B, Rosenborg, Texas 77471. Tí ẹ bá ń fẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé, ẹ pè Janet lórí aago torun 832-858-6453 tàbí 832-858-6455. Máa gbénú Amẹ́ríkà ló nǹkan Áfíríkà. Àánú Olúwa African Store lónìí yẹn, ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé.
Fashion LLC. When it comes to fashion, we offer custom-made clothing that can make you stand out in the crowd and look in your absolute best. Tell us your preferences and desires. I will take care of the rest. Got an upcoming event or occasion? You can book an appointment with us today so we can get started. Daniel's Fashion LLC. Custom-made and alterations. Formal and informal. Children's wear. Wedding gowns. Prom dresses. Curtains. And tuxedo. 346-207-7030 or 832-266-3239. Come one, come all. Hurry now at Daniel's Fashion LLC, 6107 Wickrest Drive by Alwyn, Houston, Texas 77072. Email us at support@danielsfashionllc.com or www.danielsfashionllc.com. Daniel's Fashion LLC, crafts and fabric store that stand out of others. Tailoring just for you. Oh yes, suya on the spot. We value our customers. That's why we make suya for them on the spot. DD turkey wings suya, beef suya, skewers of kidney suya, chicken thigh suya, spicy kuli, grilled fish, 100% halal, real Hausa suya. Order now 832-916-0724 or at www.suyaonthespot.com. Instagram handle at suya_. There is suya and there is suya. Check us out today. Spicy and not spicy. Suya on the spot. Ukojabe. Sunrise Africa African Supermarket has been in existence for a while now with everyday 5-star rating. All our customers love one-stop shopping experience. Come, see and buy your groceries with us. Sunrise African Supermarket, 12639 Business Street, Houston, Texas, 77099. Open Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Sundays. Telephone 346-400-7772. Sunrise African Supermarket. Come, see and buy your groceries with us.
Welcome back to Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN, and it's been a wonderful program. The whole studio, became very lively because of what Mrs. Felicia said, which is very true and very good. And so my next point, I don't know how Mrs. Felicia will handle it, since she said, maybe I'm an old school person, all right? Now, ultimately, we just want homes to be happy. We just want families to come back together and just find a way to generally enjoy themselves. Love should be enjoyed, not endured. All right, so everything that we're talking about tonight, we're saying them in the context of the family and to make sure that couples don't lose touch. All right, you're not too old to enjoy the touch of your family, of your loved ones rather. Now 346-426-5650, remember to call, or 336-456-3800. Do you have a story you want us to discuss? You can send your stories to us, eshman.sharinglifematters@gmail.com, eshman.sharinglifematters@gmail.com. Do you have any business you want us to promote? Bring it on. Those two lines I keep giving you, call them and we'll promote your business so that the whole world would hear. To wrap it up tonight, and let's quickly talk about one very sacred area. Again, we're talking about what the men can do to their women. We've talked about how to handle the breast, and we said, don't just make it the boring old thing. And I remember telling you, don't just squeeze it. Be very gentle on it. Touch it with very great care. Use your tongue a lot on the nipples. And we remember saying that you can rub some candies or honey or chocolate as you would have it so that you can enjoy it more. And we also went down to the navel, which is called the belly button. And we said, don't use your hand on that one. Your tongue is what you will use. Finally tonight, and we're still talking about how to handle the ladies. We need them to forget about those sex toys. We need them to abandon those sex toys. And that's why we're saying all these things that we're saying. Finally on the lady, there is a main area. Yes. And that is what every man looks forward to going into. Except that this time around, that area must almost be adored. Now, the center of gravity of the lady, biology calls it the vagina. You must give that area very serious respect. If you can get it well in that area, your woman won't need any sex toy at all. Remember, that area is not for you to penetrate without working on it. You must work on it. And I would always emphasize, this is your wife. There is nothing about her that is dirty for you. And so when you get to that level of going to the middle, the down part of your woman, do not, your first contact with it shouldn't be your masculine area, shouldn't be your manly member. No, your first point of contact with it should be something softer, something wet. How do I mean? You can learn to use your hands to work the magic on her vagina. You're doing this because you want her to enjoy. You want her to really have the pleasure. You want her to really submit herself to you. When you are touching, you can tell by the rhythm she's giving you how much she's enjoying it. There are two sides to it. I bet you. I want you to find out one side is more sensitive than the other. We're not even talking about the middle yet. That's where I'm going to wrap it all up. Now, those two sides, learn to handle them very well. Please don't bite. Don't pinch. Don't press it too hard. The nerves around those areas are extremely sensitive. Don't use your fingernails to scratch it at his way. It must be as you are touching a brand new baby. Touch it, if possible, the back of your finger. Just stroke it down. All right. Now follow her rhythm. You will see her head turning right and left. That is to tell you that she's losing it. What do I mean by she's losing it? She's losing the consciousness of that area. She's imagining another world that is not here. At this point, that is when you bring down your tongue to that place called the almighty clitoris. The clitoris. Yes, the clitoris is there for you to use your tongue on. I am teaching you not because I want you to be wayward. This is to help your family. All right, use your tongue on that clitoris very well and hear her scream. This is when you can say she's enjoying it. When you penetrate a lady without any form of foreplay, if she's screaming, she's only faking it. She wants you to stand up. It is only when you're doing this, you find out that the whole area is very wet. Hey, don't leave. Don't run away. Don't stand up. Don't take your mouth. Every juice coming at that point in time is very good for you. This is your woman we're talking about. This is your wife we're talking about. She must enjoy exactly the same thing you watch in movies. Exactly the same thing that others are enjoying. Some of you guys go out anyway and you do it to ladies that are really not worth it. So why can't you do it for your woman? So when you do that, that is when you find out that that area is becoming very, very juicy. It is at that point when you know, if you keep doing it, you will find her ejaculating. Yes, congratulations. You have done your job. Man, here's the question I will ask you as I wrap up tonight. When last did you make your woman come? Sad. A lot of women that are married do not any longer have the experience of ejaculating. That's not good. That's not right. I know you will thank me later for what I'm saying, but for tonight, I needed to go back home and practice all these things. Your aim is to make your woman ejaculate. That is when you can say she has enjoyed it. Then thereafter, you can do the main thing that you want to do. How time flies. I wish I could talk on and on. I am not tired. I can still talk for another 6 hours on this matter. But you know, everything that we do in life is timed. And unfortunately, we have come to the end of the program tonight. I do believe you have enjoyed it. I need to hear feedback from you. Don't forget, you can text us, you can write us, and if you have any story to tell or any observation, you can send us a text. ESHMAN.SharingLifeMatters@gmail.com. Send in your story and we will talk about it. You have any business that you're doing, any upcoming program, your place of worship, anything that you're getting involved in and you want the whole world to know, call those 2 numbers and we will broadcast your business to the whole world and you'll be very happy that we did. Don't forget, BSA Procurement and Logistics will be shipping on Monday. Quickly, you have to this weekend to take your goods so that they can ship them to Nigeria for you. Christmas is coming. We're going to be doing some cash giveaway very soon. I will announce how it's going to happen. Then on Christmas, I'm looking forward to you, my callers, if we can cut a cake together. I have not been alone at the studio tonight. It's been very lively at the studio tonight. All right. I have my main technician here who knows every button on all the things that all the gadgets that we have here. Georgina Bracco. Very wonderful lady. Thank you, Georgina, for doing such a wonderful job. I have my PA around as well. She loves to dot the I's and cross the T's and make sure that everything is just as it should be. Ehikowecho. Thank you very much for always being there. Bukola Sarah, that is my producer. Bukola never sits down. She's always going up and down just to make sure that we have all that we should have in the studio, and also handling the marketing side. Bukola, you're such a wonderful lady. Thank you for all you do. And the main man himself, our big boss, the executive producer, Shino Ayo Oyinlola. We're always at the studio bringing this to you. It's just my face you see, but I'm just not the only one. This is hoping that sometime in the future, you and I will be able to sit together, and this time around, we will laugh over good stories. Until then, ESHMAN is my humble name, and I'll see you at the other side of the divide. I'll see you on Tuesday. Goodbye now, and God bless you.
Sunrise African Supermarket has been in existence for a while now with everyday 5-star rating. All our customers love one-stop shopping experience. Come, see and buy your groceries with us. Sunrise African Supermarket, 12639 Business Street, Houston, Texas, 77099. Open Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Sundays. Telephone 346-400-7772. Sunrise African Supermarket. Come, see and buy your groceries with us.